Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. My name's Rob Tart and this is Pie's Perspective. A 54-year-old man in Brookfield, Wisconsin was pulled over by police. Now, it wasn't your usual traffic stop. He was pulled over because he was changing his clothes while driving. Now, the man complained that he was uncomfortable in his sweaty clothes. He had apparently spent the entire day in the sweltering heat at the Wisconsin State Fair. Now, the cops let him off with a warning, and they warned him about indecent exposure. I've seen people do some pretty crazy things while driving. I saw a guy shaving with an electric razor once. I saw a woman plucking her eyebrows while stopped at an intersection. Still, most people have a limit to the kind of things they'll do in a moving vehicle. How did this guy intend to pull this off? Now, I can see doing the shirt. I mean, you just do one sleeve at a time and then pop it over your head real quick. But how on earth did he expect to change his pants and his underwear? I think my biggest concern about changing the underwear in my car is all the ass sweat that would soak into my upholstery. You know, you can scrub and scrub and scrub, but that'll never come out. Not to mention the ass-shaped stain it'll leave. Now, he could avoid all that by raising himself off the seat. Mind you, raising your ass in the air while naked could have devastating effects to the person in the lane beside you, especially if your secret spot happens to be pressed against the window. Now, there's certain things you should probably avoid doing while driving. These include shaving your privates, waxing your privates, polishing your privates, touching someone else's privates. Actually, that one's okay. Training a cockroach to jump through a hoop, taking your temperature via the back door, pulling your own tooth. Oh wait, that was my other video. Alright, who wants ice cream? We have the thumbs upsicle, the subscribe-sicle, the 3-flavor fave-sicle, and the comment on a stick. Please, help yourself to anything you like. The city of Jakarta in India has launched women-only trains this week. They did this to eliminate the groping and sexual harassment that's happening in packed commuter trains. The state-owned railway operator says that they hadn't actually received many complaints about sexual harassment. They just noticed that women were avoiding densely packed trains. You know, the first step towards curing a gropeaholic is to admit that you have a problem. Now, are we supposed to believe that they created these women-only trains out of the goodness in their hearts? They interviewed a woman who said that she liked the women-only train cars because she finally felt respected. She also said that sexual harassment does take place on packed trains. Still, the train company doesn't want to admit there's a problem, so they create these women-only trains and say that they're doing it just to be nice. Is this really the way to fix the problem? Let's not admit that it's an issue with men who are pigs. Let's just create this band-aid solution. Herd the women like cattle into their own car. Now, we see things differently in Canada and North America in general. First of all, we respect women enough to know that sexual harassment is wrong. Second, if you do it, we put you in jail. I still can't believe there's places in the world where this is commonplace and for the most part accepted. I find it even harder to believe that instead of fixing the problem at the source, they just move the temptation away. Now, I think I have a better solution. Each female passenger gets a can of mace and a taser with each of their train tickets. Now, they're immune from prosecution if they use the taser or mace on a dirty pig who happens to be groping them. Put up signs that say disrespecting women because you're a horny pig is not acceptable. Now, if none of that works, we should take repeat offenders and put them in their own car. Then we fill that car with big burly gay men and then tell them it's an official groping zone. Fill your boots, fellas. Today's question of the day is, name something that people shouldn't do while driving. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's not necessarily right or wrong, it's just my perspective. Now, he had apparently spent the entire day in the sweltering heat at the Wisconsin state. Each female